It was a low turnout on the night in Salford, but in a solidly Labour area, there was still a few surprises.
Labour from the city since the 1970s. I just thought, well, let's have a pop. There's things that needed doing in our community, so we had a go. You know, it's late night trams and a better service. It's cleaning up plastic pollution, organising community clean-ups, and thinking of where we can have nature reserve sites for nesting birds, how we can clean the water up, working with charities, corporations, businesses, and local government as well, which is the job that I would be doing. So yeah, it's about liaising between all those and just making things happen, great or small. Just getting involved, making things happen, being visible, talking to people, really works.
The Conservative activists were concerned the national picture and the Prime Minister's reputation might have soured their election hopes, but it didn't.
This was never about Westminster. They can have their problems as much as they want, but this was about the local issues. It was always about local issues. It was always about the Green Belt. It was always about Clean Air Zone. And it was always about, they used to say bins, not Brexit. Can't really say Brexit anymore, but it was always about the local issues.
With all the votes in, the biggest surprises of the night came in the wards with the biggest turnouts. Lib Dems gained 2 seats, whereas the Conservatives gained 1. In all cases, they said what won them the elections were local issues.
We haven't had our fair share of funding in Salford, and obviously in Eccles we're fighting for those resources as well. It's quite finite, all I can say is that, on the backdrop of austerity and all those things, you find it's a very nice melting pot of, the scramble for resources. But as ward councillors, we're doing our best to try to stretch those resources, try to make it work for us.
Despite the celebrations, there was an undercurrent of general disillusion with politics that might have a knock-on effect come the general election.